Howdy everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today we're still in multiplayer, we're in Sundarpatan. I do not have my pistols like we like we had last time we were in Call of the Wild, but I do have my rifle loadout today. We're just taking a look around and see what all missing rares or missing diamonds we can take home with us, seeing as we are over halfway there to having 1 diamond of every species available in the game. So, in order to reach our goal, today I've got with me the 22H. Well, I don't actually have it in my hand right now. I should probably equip that. But I have the 22H. I have the Johansson 450. I have the Quist Reaper. I have the Valgarda 375. So I'm going to get this straightened out. It's the ass end of Nilgai drinking time. Sooner or later, Barasinga will start drinking. I already have diamonds of each, but I don't have a whole lot of rares of each. So I guess that's what we'll be looking at today. Let's get started. Well, we didn't have to go very far. There's already a nice little herd of Nilgai out here. As far as I can see, there's only 2 males. One of them is a level 3 that maxes out at 86, and the other is a level 2, if I can find him. He walked somewhere to the left. Oh, I lied. There's a level 3 with a max of 85. So there's a level 2 and 2 level 3s. There's a level 2, max of A2. So obviously what we're going to do is we're going to take out this Nilgai. He is the biggest of the bunch, and we're in perfect distance to take a decent shot. In fact, I think we just took 2 of them. We didn't get the second biggest one out of that herd, but I'll take what I can get. I probably should have looked around the lake to see if there were any other Nilgai drinking around them, but, I mean, I guess it's too late now. If there were any more Nilgai around here, they're already gone. So let's just pick up what we got and keep moving forward. We must have hit them pretty hard, because they didn't go real far, did they? This one is the level 2. We were able to smack the right and the left lung. We just barely, if you look closely enough, I know that's a lot of blue to look at, but if you look real closely, we just barely missed the heart. So if we had hit the heart there, we would have hit the heart and both lungs. However, since he was only a 76.41 scoring male, we're definitely not keeping him. That's not too far behind gold, but that's still not the scores we're looking for, or the fur types. I think we're getting ready to have some connectivity issues here, so let me see. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't pick up the second Nilgai, although I don't think he'd be much bigger than the last one we picked up. Oh, wait, never mind. There it is, 80.01. So he wasn't much bigger than the last one, but he was closer to gold. He's still not a keeper. That's almost center lung, just almost the tiniest little bit too low, but I'll take it where I can get it. Oh. 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 Hello? Oh yeah, this server is a little bugged. Or maybe if I could make up my mind here, I've just been made lobby leader. The rest of these people have left, and I only have one other person in lobby with me. Since I'm lobby leader, I think we should have some better connectivity. I'm willing to stick it out if y'all are. I'm gonna look around, and if I get disconnected, then for real, we'll leave. So I didn't quite see this guy until it was almost too late, so he is attentive. He's just a level 2. I'm gonna try a heart shot. Nope, I missed it. Just a little low. At least we know we hit him vitally, so let's go pick him up, and hopefully he didn't get too far. Well, we for sure didn't hit him in the heart, but at least we hit him vitally. We'll take the pocket change and go. 70.17. That's awfully close, awfully similar to one of the other Nilgai that we had just killed. So, little guys don't make a whole lot of money, but, I mean, $1,100 a pop, I will take that. That's $1,100 more than what I started with. Man, it is just customary to walk up on these guys, isn't it? I didn't even see them over the long grass there. But there's a level 2 male out here. There's a couple females. Other than that, nothing really important. I don't see any rare fur types. I don't see any bigger males. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just take this big old guy. I think he's the blue variant. And we'll be on our way. Oh yeah, that should put him down. I'm telling you now, the Johansson 450 has been like my go-to for like mid-sized game. Kid you not, this thing has been a lifesaver and a game changer, at least in my opinion. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. He is the blue variant. 77.31 is also eerily close to the score of another Nilgai that we've already killed. I think the biggest one was like barely over 80. Let's see if we can't take home a gold. I see some Nilgai crossing over here. There's a level 2, another... Oh, that's a level 1. That's really tiny. Level 2, a level 1, a level 2. There's more Nilgai over there. Gosh, there's a lot of them out here. If I need to make a decision, and I need to make it, like, now, because they're disappearing into the brush. And I'm not going to be able to get a decent shot on him if I don't. Maybe I can somehow meet them in the middle somewhere? No, there's no shot. Unless... Oh, there they are. Stay still. Oh, I think we got 2 of them. Hell yeah. Fucking... The Johansson, bro. I'm telling you. The Johansson eats. See, one of them's already dead laying up here on my left. The second one shouldn't be very far. I know... Oh, uh-oh, hang on. Oh no, that's just a medium blood rate. So then we still knocked him down. We knocked the wind out of his body, that's for sure. Another blue nil guy scoring 74.23. Oh. Oh shit, we hit a heart shot. I wasn't really meaning to. That's the one we just shot, I thought. I thought the first one we shot had like a... we had like a frontal type shot, or maybe I'm confusing the two. Either way, that's 2 dead nil guy. And here's the second one from this area. Very visibly smaller, 70.35. I mean, look at those little itty-bitty horns. Love his little heart. This one, yes, this was the one we had a frontal shot on, and we, again, just barely missed the heart there, but we were still able to take the right lung out, and that works for me. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yep, it's 12:30, so Barasinga have just started drinking. We still technically have long ways to go if we want to look for Nilgai, but they're going to be leaving their zones if they haven't left already, so I think it's about time we come back over here to the left side of the map and start looking for some Barasinga. Well, on my way to this lake to look for Barasinga, we did run into some more Nilgai. There's just a level 2 and a level 3 male out here. Y'all were supposed to have been gone by now, and I thought there were a lot less of you than I see here. I guess, since there's no Barasinga here just yet, it wouldn't hurt to take another one of these guys. Yeah, that's at least a lung. I'm not gonna worry too bad about it. I started to question, but we're good. Oh, there's the other nil guy. Y'all think I could hit a long shot on him on the trot? I hit him! I just don't know how well I hit him. That might have been a little too far forward. Don't matter. We'll go and take a look in just a second. Here's our first nil guy from this lake. A decent right lung shot from 76 yards away. Surprised there wasn't at least a little bit more penetration there because we were below 80 yards away, but that'll work. It'll do. It'll buff. Well, he's certainly not dead yet, so I might have aimed just the tiniest little bit too far forward, but that's okay. If he goes down, we might come back for him, but until then, I'm just going to keep looking for Barasinga. I'm right on the shoreline of this lake, but there's a tiger somewhere, and I don't know where it is. I found those tracks, and it's a female tiger. I don't know what her fur type is. All I know is that she's just a tiger, and this is not the place I want to be in. Oh, and there's Barasinga down here, too. Just females, thankfully. Yeah, I know you can hear me. Oh, there's males down there. Where's this tiger, please? Well, I don't hear my dog growling. Maybe the tiger went away? I hope. I'm just gonna assume the tiger's fucked off, but... I do want to... Oh my gosh, there's Barasinga everywhere around me. I should not have just ran down here. I'm stressed. Oh my gosh, there's so many Barasinga here. I don't see the male that warning called me down here, so he's already gone and left. There's a couple more... What? The tiger's followed me. Where's she at? Where's she at? She has to come to me. Well, my dog has stopped growling yet again, and I've not heard anything about a tiger. If you don't stop giving me, like, heart attacks, I'm gonna kill you and then myself. How about that? Okay, anyway. Oh, that's a really nice Barasinga. Level 4. There's a couple level 3s over here and a 2. Another level 3. Oh, that's a really nice level 4 over there. Level 3. Another level 3. There's another level 3 there. This whole herd has got a bunch of level 3s, but I would love to have that one. That's a big old boy. I'm going to get just the tiniest little bit closer to them, a little closer to my 0. That way, it'll be a little harder to mess up this shot. I think I should be good right about here. Oh, I got 2 of them, too. Maybe not the second biggest one, but we definitely got what mattered. Oh! Did we not get him? No, it says there's pressure here. So yeah, and there's 2 bodies down here. I didn't know there was a bigger level 4. Oh, shit. Okay, well, maybe we can wait for them to come back. I can take one more Barasinga from that area before the zone dissipates, so maybe they'll return.
2 hours later.
Well, I have been waiting quite some time for these Barasinga to return. The tiger obviously did not come back, thank God. But none of the Barasinga have came back as far as I can see. I've been watching this tree line extensively. And I've not seen anybody, so I'm just going to pick up the 2 big guys that we've got, and I'm going to move on. And hopefully I'll have enough time to find something bigger or better. I can already see 2 vital shots here, which, I mean, I don't doubt I hit them vitally, just because their bodies are already still here and not very far apart. But it's always nice to double check. Let's take a look. This is our level 4, scoring 193.31. 226.05 is diamond for Barasinga. That's why I wanted that other bigger level 4 to come back, because his estimate was also pretty crazy. From 170 yards away, this is a perfect center lung shot. This is exactly why I wanted to get closer to him. I don't doubt the capabilities of the Johansson at all, but I definitely didn't want to mess up this shot, and I didn't want to leave any margin for error. Now, this guy is much smaller in comparison. He's not going to score nearly as high. 159.7, that's very obviously a silver, and in fact, we almost messed up that shot. If we weren't as fast as we were, we would not have even barely clipped that lung, but had we been a little quicker, we would have definitely hit something more vital without hitting the spine there. Well, this is certainly no good. I just got to this lake, and 1, nobody's here, but 2, there's a tiger, like, right there. I can't really see him, and I don't have a collar or anything, and I'm kind of scared. I don't want to aggress him. I'm not going to lie, when I get hunted by tigers, it freaks me the hell out. They did really well with the AI and the animation and the, like, little tweaks and shit for the tigers. It makes things more interesting. If that's him, I think I like what I see. No, that's a flower. Never mind. I can't tell what fur type he is, but if I can get him to stand up, I can find out pretty quick. Okay, he is standing. Where's my hands? Where's my gun? Do I not have the Volgarda? I do. Why is it not coming out? That's the Quist Reaper, you fucking idiot. Okay, there it is. Okay. No need to panic. We can take care of this. Okay, he's just a regular fur type. That should be at least a lung. Yeah, it was a very vital shot. With the Quist fucking Reaper.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
Alright, let's see where we went wrong here. Oh, that's what's wrong! I hit him with the Quist, but I have the Volgarda set to that hotkey. Why did it pull out the Quist? And I think also, like, it might have been an accident, but this should be a testament as to how powerful the Quist is. If you hit a vital organ on a class 9 animal like the tiger, I'm not saying this would work for like a buffalo or even really like a moose or anything like super big, but it's a class 9 animal, right? And they're not very small animals. So if you're able to vitally hit one with the Quist Reaper, it will still knock it down. And albeit, even though it says 0% quick kill bonus, like, he died pretty quick for being shot with a rifle meant for small to mid-sized game. We've made it just in time. We are at the very back end of Barasinga drink time, and there's all kinds of male Barasinga here, but nothing here that indicates diamond potential, I don't think. That guy's awful nice at 205, so I think I'm just going to take some pot shots off into this little crowd here. See what happens. If it is meant to be, it is simply meant to be, so let me see if I can't get a shot lined up on another one. Well, I wasn't able to. I got a shot on him, but it wasn't lethal. That's perfectly fine. It's such a shame that this is the end of Barasinga drink time. I feel like we just got here, and there's so much more of the lake to explore, but it'll be okay. Oh, I walked right by my little deer here. I'm pretty sure I spinal shot him. 141.4. That's a pitiful score there, but I was correct. I was able to spine shot him, but we still hit both lungs upon entry, so he went right down. And it does appear the level 4 that we shot is dead. We may have hit non-vital, so that's a bit of a bummer, because he was a pretty decent Barasinga, but he was nowhere near close to diamond, so nothing really to cry over. If your mama never taught you not to cry over spilled milk, then your mama taught you wrong. You know what I mean? Oh, that's a nice one. Y'all think I can hit it from here? Absolutely knocked him dead. Well, since it is the ass end of Barasinga drink time, we're just gonna go over here and pick up the nil guy we killed. We'll get our other Barasinga. We'll take another loop around the lake just to make sure nobody else is left behind. And then we'll move on to something else. Alright, big level 4. Give me what you got. 85.13. That's just barely above gold. To be fair, I don't have the prerequisites memorized like I normally would for other animals, and we were very lucky to hit liver there. We should have aimed a little far forward, maybe shot even into the scapula just to ensure at least a single lung. This was very much lucky. Very, very, very lucky. Oh, the Barasingas were coming back. Why? It's after their drink time. Well, I mean, oh, well, there goes the next biggest guy. I guess I'll see what I can do here, make this quick. Okay, well, we got another one. Oh, one ran right by us. Oh, they're just females. Not gonna matter. Let me see. There's one that has a max of 193. If I can get him to slow down, I might be able to make a good shot on him, depending on the angle. Oh, I don't know how I did that. That was a pot shot from hell. Question mark? I think we might have got him. Well, dang, just how many of these can we get? If I can get one of them to stop and give me a good angle, I might be able to take another one. Or? Nope, I overshot it. It's for the best. Let's just keep going. Let's see what happened here. I think we heart shot him. Yep, both lungs and heart. Although he was only 144.06, not nearly as close to gold as I would have liked, that's still a pretty decent shot on him. Here's the level 4 that we unfortunately fatally maimed. Oh man, we hit like his little butt crack there. That's such a shame. And from 316 yards too, like that was lined up pretty decently. However, he wouldn't have been a very high gold. He was only maybe almost 8 points above gold somewhere in there, so he's definitely not anything to cry over. My dog has found our very last Barasinga from this area. Flesh and left lung, 350, almost 360 yards away, and that's almost center lung on the trot. Well, I won't say on the trot because he did stop there. That's how I was able to, I hit him here, too far forward. That knocked him on his, a little bit on his knees. And as he was getting up, we nailed the left lung shot. That's not crazy bad. I'll take it. However, 176.89, that was smaller than the last Barasinga we picked up, even if he was butchered. So, definitely not a keeper. Now, I have reset the time back to nilgai drinking time, because I feel like we didn't get a very decent look at them when we had first joined. And as far as I'm concerned, there's only one herd of nilgai on this lake, unfortunately. And the biggest one out of this herd is a level 1 male. He tops out at 75, so he's not going to be anything too special, too spectacular. But we're going to take him anyway, because at least he'll be a respawn for that herd. I was a little concerned that might have been just a little too low, but I think we still nailed a vital organ somewhere in there. Alrighty, let's pick up our little boy. Oh man, I can barely see what score he is. Did he make... Is that 70? I think that says 70, so he's just barely a silver. Meh. But, even still, that's money in the pocket, and that will be a nice respawn for that herd eventually. We might have to check back soon and see what he turns into. We found yet another small herd of nilgai on the lake next to the last one that we were at, but I think the biggest one here is a level 3. Usually, it's just 1 or 2 males surrounded by a bunch of, female nilgai. So, I think this is the best that we've got to work with right now, unless there's more that I can't see here. Yeah, no one else is home, so I figure this will be fine. We'll take the level 3, and then we'll go check the other lakes that we haven't been to yet. Alright, I'm going to try a bit of a reach here. I think that's a pretty decent lung shot. Oh yeah, that's definitely double lung. He's going right down. Let's go get him. I think Miss Thing over here is just a little confused about where she is, or how to get out. But, regardless, her boyfriend's laying up here dead. 85.51, that's a better scoring nilgai than what we've been able to find. We've not seen any really... Oh shit. Actually, there's a guy in the server that's looking for a tiger. I better tell him. But anyway, let me hurry up and get this out of the way before I scare that tiger off. That's a nicer score than the other nilgai that we've had. Oh god, that's freaking me out. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I've told this player, Ivan Loomis, that there's a tiger here, and he's almost 400 yards away. I've been watching her every move just so he can get her, because he's looking for tigers. I figured, why not help? I kind of want to see him take it down. I'm trying to keep her pinged so that he can see her, but he's so far away, and she's getting ready to go over that hill. Well, it's too late now. She's went on over the hill there. But I've got her tracks. I'm sure she's walked through here, so her tracks will be here for when he gets to where I am. Well, it looks like he got her anyway. It would have been cool to see him take her down. But as long as he got his tiger, that's all I'm worried about. Let's move on. We're smack dab in the middle of nilgai drink time, and there is a pretty decent sized herd of nilgai over here. And this time, it's all just males instead of all females, which is a very nice sight to see. There are 3 level 3s and 3 level 2s. The biggest one here, I think, has a max of 87. Yes, I'm correct. So we definitely want to take out that guy, but I might take out 2 of his herd mates if the gun will let me. Or maybe I limit myself and I don't shoot fast enough. But that's for me to know and for y'all to find out, I suppose. Okay, there's 87. 86 is all the way over here, but I think he's moving, and then there's 85. So if I take out any nilgai, I'd like to take out the big 3 of this herd here. From what it looks like, 86 is going to come over here and join 85. Ooh, and 87's moving. Well, maybe if I'm fast enough here... No, I'm not fast enough. Oh, maybe I was. No, I definitely didn't get a good shot on 87, but 85 and 86 should be dead. Well, we wanted number 1, but we got number 2 and number 3, so I guess I can't be too disappointed. Let's take a look. 82.10. That's just barely under gold. That's pretty good for me, at least. The shot was just a little too far back, but we were still able to take out both lungs. As for this little guy, oh wow, he wasn't much farther behind that. Considering their estimates were so, like, close to each other, like, they were very similar, that doesn't really surprise me, but it's nice to know. Still, left lung, right lung, that's not a bad shot on it at all. Just a little too forward. The last shot was a little bit back here, and this shot was just a little bit too forward, so maybe if we'd waited on 87, we would have gotten that perfect center lung if we'd been given a better angle. So upon further inspection, it does look like we hit this guy non-vitally. We hit organs, just not the organs we wanted to hit. This is what I would kind of figured. It was close to the liver, but not quite there. But he was on the run, and we were kind of rushing. He was from 260 yards away when I hit this shot on him, so we definitely could have taken the time to aim a little further ahead, but that's perfectly fine. He would have been an 86 scoring nilgai, which makes him gold, but again, nothing really to cry about. We want him closer to 90, but this is not close enough for me to care. We're back at this big lake where we killed all those Barasinga since the pressure's gone, and we found a small herd of females here. At least, so far, I think they're all female. I haven't seen what's on the other side of the hump here. Hopefully, we'll find something interesting. There's lots of space, lots of area for these nilgai to come and drink at. This part of the lake on my solo map is where I killed my diamond nilgai, so maybe there's a hidden gem here that we have yet to find. There's another small group of nilgai here, again, all female. I don't see any males here to speak of. The other female nilgai are going away. Yeah, there's no males on this side, unfortunately. But that's okay, because, like I said, there's tons of space, tons of area to work around. I'm sure we'll find something decent. If it feels like we keep running in circles and going to the same spots for the same animals over and over again, I do apologize. These are just my favorite areas on the map to find these animals on my map. I do plan on stopping at 1 or 2 other spots for Barasinga and nilgai before we go today, so this won't be all we see all video, I promise. Ooh, speaking of... another nice herd of nilgai. It looks like these are all females as well, but there may be more over there that we can't see because we're so far from them. So, crossing my fingers for sure. But it does not appear that there are any other nilgai on this side of the lake where they normally come. So, I guess this is all we have to work with for now. Just a bunch of females on one lake. But that means the males, are everywhere else, speak of the devil. That's a nice scoring nilgai. Okay. There's a level 4 over there, max of 91. I think that's the best we have to deal with now until we inch closer, because maybe we're still out of render distance for both of these herds. I can still see more nilgai popping up over here. There's definitely no decent males in this herd after all. We are very close to them, and no more nilgai for that herd are spawning in, so we're just going to let them go. We're going to scare them off just like we did with the other females, and we're definitely going to go after this big level 4 nilgai. This is easily the biggest nilgai I think that we've seen today so far. Oh, there's someone here. I'm going to ask him if I'm in his way. If he wanted to take out that level 4, then he can. Because I was going to take out that level 4. Okay. He didn't scare it off, but... okay. This is going to be a problem. A big oh, he's speed hacking. Nope. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I try to be nice. I don't play that shit. You don't do that shit. Not while I'm around. Is this guy up here speed hacking as well? It looks like it. He's flying over there. And he's killed a bunch of woolly hair in this area somehow. So if he somehow makes his way down here and I see it for myself, he's gone too. Anyway, now that we've gotten that unfortunate mistake out of the way, let's go ahead and get our level 4. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That had to have been a heart shot. And the rest of them are too small for me to really care. So, oh, that one has a max of 90, but I doubt he'd even get that far. Well, never mind. I don't know how I hit that, but, I mean, I guess we nailed him. That's 2 high-scoring nil guy. Let's go get him. Here's the level 4. Left lung, heart, right lung. He scored 85.71. Seeing as his estimate was over 90, I would have liked to see him closer to 90 than 85, but that will do. And he's that different dark fur type, that dark brown fur type, instead of the normal blue that we've been used to seeing. Here's our bigger level 3 as well. 85.19. They were in the same score area. And on the trot, 240 yards away, we somehow just hit the very ass end of the lung back there. Like, in movement, totally not trying to do that. I just wanted to land a vital shot. So, absolutely, I'll take it. I can admit when a fluke is a fluke. And that was a fluke, especially when you consider the other shots that we've made on Nil Guy on the Run today. We've moved up north for just a little bit here, and there's another nice herd of Nil Guy here. There's a male here with a max of 96, and there's another bigger male here that has a max of 96. So there's 2 of them here that could make it. Those are the 2 that I want best, so I'm going to do my best to be as fast as I can. Shit. I pinged the wrong one. I had ample opportunity, and I just didn't do it. If I can get a good stable angle on him, I might be able to take him down, but it's going to be a bit of a pinch. Shit. What I wanted to do was either A, slip in, like, through the spine into the back of a lung, or B, like, neck shot him. But that wasn't in the cards today. But that's okay. A little disappointing, but it'll buff. Let's go pick up what we've got. Well, here's the big guy that we shot, the very first one at the very least. 91.45. Oh, dude, he's huge, and he's gorgeous. 94.89 to reiterate his diamond for Nil Guy, so this guy's spectacular. That just it makes me a little worried to see what the score of the next one is going to be when he finally goes down. He hasn't gone down yet, so maybe if we just give him some time, he'll either go down or he'll come back to this little lake here and we'll find him again. However, when it does turn over to Barasinga drink time, we are going to go back to Barasinga for one last round. And it does not look like there are any Nil Guy that are at this smaller lake here, below the lake we were just at. So maybe it would be within our best interest to go back up here and wait. But, I mean, it is the ass end, again, of Nil Guy drinking time. There's some blue sheep in the hills here, but I'm not particularly interested in blue sheep at the moment. We'll come back another time, I guess. Well, instead of waiting for that wounded Nil Guy to come back up through here, we're just going to keep the ball rolling for as much time as we have left, which isn't very much. It's 15 after 12. So if there's any Nil Guy left, they are just now leaving their drinking zones. So maybe we can catch a couple extra up here before we have to move on to Barasinga. Yeah, there's a couple Nil Guy up here, but not anything too nice to look at, or at least from what I can pinpoint out. They're all moving back into the forest. We've definitely missed out on this zone here, but that's perfectly fine. We're going to go for one more round of Barasinga, and after that, I guess we'll call it a day. I probably should have waited a little while longer before walking up to this little part of the river here, because I'm getting ready to spook off some all-male Barasinga. There's no females up there to speak of, and they're all getting ready to come down here to this little part of the lake, and it's a little stressful, but I'm going to try to get over here and hide, and hopefully it's not going to make much of a difference. There's a male here with a max of 141. There's a male here with a max of 170. That's a lot better. There's a male here with a max of 153, 165, 142 is puny, 170. Man, these are really little. The herd that I spooked off, it would be coming from this direction, so they're probably going to be either, like, right here next to me, where I am, or right here at the end of this little lake. Kind of spooky, won't lie, but we'll see what we can do. So these two here have the same estimate, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 170 and that's 141. There's 170. So they're right here next to each other. Which one do you think is going to actually be closer to 170? Either way, we are going to take both of them. That'll work. I know they're going to go down. Well, they were right next to each other, but somehow I hit vital on one and non-vital on the other. I don't know how that worked, but that's perfectly fine. I think I took the bigger one of them. Speaking of which, let's see. Yep, 156.55. That's a mid-sized silver. We don't want silver usually, but at least he wasn't anywhere near close to like 96. Left lung, right lung from 95. Oh, I think I see where I could have gone wrong here. I might have shot a little too low. I think we may have just hit a flesh wound. I think that's what happened on the other one, but that's perfectly fine. At least we took this one. There's a bunch of other Barasinga coming back in. This is probably the herd that we spooked, but these were all mostly females. There was a stag in the other herd. Are Barasingas bucks or stags? Male Barasingas? I don't know. Either way, there was a couple male Barasingas in the herd that I spooked off, so maybe they were going somewhere else? Who knows? We'll go take a look. Well, we're here at our next lake for Barasinga. There's only a level 2 miner here. Not a very big male at all. There's a couple females over here to my left. Very boring. Not really anything to write home to mom about. But across the way here, that's where it gets fun. There's a couple different males of a couple different varieties. There's a level 2 male that maxes out at 113. One that maxes out at 146. There's a 3 at 160. A 4 at 191. And a 2 at 131. That's what I like to see. And there's probably more down here that I can't quite spot yet. They're out of render distance. But while these guys are so far away from us, I do want to go ahead and take out this level 2. Now, as far as I know, the only ones that spooked or even, like, alerted were the females to my left. Everyone else, oh, no, some of them are attentive. So I'm definitely going to slow my roll here, especially for that level 3 and that level 4. But we should be good. Now, on my map, I have a giant Barasinga zone on the left here. And there's a zone full of females on the right. So we need to be super cautious here. I think I'm going to get him and come around the other side of the lake there just to see what's on that other side. But until then, here comes this level 2. Now, I know we heart shot him. We also got the left lung. Well, the angle was a little wonky, and we almost missed the heart there, but it was so far to the right enough of us that it got stuck in the left lung there. I'll take it. However, 119.6 is not a taxidermize-worthy score, so we are just going to let him be. Let's make our way to the other side of the lake here. We have a little bit of, I guess, space to run if we want to without spooking these guys. They are calm now, so nothing to worry about. And from what I can see, there are no other Barasinga on the right here, so these are all we've got to play with for the time being. I think that level 4, yep, they're all attentive, so I need to slow my roll once more. It might be worth investing in slowing down a little bit, because I know I'm not behind any kind of cover. However, they are from a pretty reasonable distance away, and the level 4, the biggest one here, is calm. This is the next biggest, so I want him to turn before I take a shot. Well, that unfortunately complicates things until she can move, or he can move. Either way, we're in a bit of a pickle, because I do want that level 3, and I do want that level 4. Of course, one more than the other, but I would still like to get a shot in at both of them. Damn it. I know he'll die, but I missed the level 3 there. Okay, how was that not like a neck shot? Oh! I didn't expect to hit him through there, but that was definitely not a vital shot. Oh well, that's what I get for trying to be cheeky. Let's just go get the level 4. We got the biggest one after all. Alright, here's big level 4. 177.83. Not so big after all, are ya? He was in movement, so we were able to hit lung, but we were also like a little too far back because he was moving, and we were able to take out the liver. So that's just a bonus organ. Helps take him down a little quicker since we didn't hit double lung anyways. So I will take it. And from what it looks like, our other Barasinga is dead, so we might as well go pick up our garbage, right? Well, that took a little longer than I anticipated, but we finally caught up to him. And the rest of his herd is right there behind him, getting ready to come back to that drinking zone. But I'm not going to worry about them. I'm going to worry about him. 154. So that's a pretty decent-sized silver, if silvers are what you want to go for. We hit him in the ass. Granted, I mean, if he was going to die, he's not going to need his ass where he's going. But even more so after that, we only hit him in that ankle bone there. Jesus, what a way to go. No ass, no ankle. Damn. This first shot was meant to go into the neck, the spine, and I definitely didn't aim the way I should have. And as for this one, I kind of just shot ahead of him all the way up here, and it ended up wherever. So, it is what it is. These Barasinga are just... I'm not even... Am I crouched or something? Because they don't even know that I'm here, and I'm not very hidden. Are they just brain dead? Is that, like, all of them? Or is there a male? Is there a male? Is it going to walk right out in front of me? Because, boy, I sure hope it does. That one's catching on, so maybe not? Well, no males, but that's okay. We're just going to move on to another part of the map here. There is a guy over in here, and usually Barasinga end up at these two little lakes here. I guess it wouldn't hurt. Maybe we can try these two? Maybe this one in particular, so that we're not interrupting whatever he's doing. Okay, I need to make this kind of quick, actually. There's Barasinga across the... Oh, shit. I scared off. I'm being hunted. 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 I scared off the Barasinga. It doesn't matter. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. And I wasn't able to... That's a really nice one. I wasn't able to ping any one of them. Shit. Well, fuck. Well, there's someone else on the map that's looking for Tiger, so at least they have that to look forward to. I'll try to give them as much information as I can about that Tiger. But, I guess we'll have to try that again. And it's such a shame because that, like, me being freaked out by that Tiger freaked out the Barasinga, so they ran. But the Tiger being in that area anyway would have freaked out the Barasinga anyway. So it was just a lose-lose. Very misfortunate. But we're going to try again and see who all's left. Okay, well, there are some Barasinga left here. Just not nicer ones. Not like what we were seeing. These might have been the ones that got away first or ran off first. As for the Tiger, I really hope that Tiger's not still in the area. I would like to take home some Barasinga from this lake today, even if it means I have to wait for the nice ones to come back. As for right now, there's a level 3 that tops out at 171, another level 3 that tops out at 145, a level 3 that's 147, a level 3 that's 169. I definitely want to wait for the rest of them to come back. I know they'll come back, I just have to wait, and that sucks, because there's not a lot of time left to wait on them. Here's the game plan. If none of the nicer Barasinga return to this drinking zone by the time the drinking time is up, then I'll just take a couple of these that are in this zone. I'll pass off the information about the Tiger to the guy that was looking for him, and I guess we'll be on our way.
One eternity later.
Well, I've given it the trial run that it deserved, and they've not come back, and their drinking time is ending. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take out whatever's closest to us. Doesn't really matter what score. Well, that was a botched shot. Damn. I just cannot seem to accurately hit that on the run. There it goes, I think. Yes. I think I made up for it. That's perfectly fine with me. And before I go anywhere, I am going to try to get these Tiger tracks and pin them so that that other user in here can come back and get that Tiger. Here's the first Barasinga. 142.12. It's a meh, right in the middle, kind of. I would argue, right in the middle, kind of Barasinga. If silver is what you want to go for. As for the shot, I mean, that's nice. That's like dead through the top of the heart, and I was still able to take out both of the lungs with it. And here's the second Barasinga. Oh yeah, he dashed at the very last second and like just barely missed that bullet. Like that's a Matrix kind of dodge. As for the second shot, we were able to sneak one into the left lung through the liver on that shot from 200 yards away as he was trotting away from us. That's the kind of luck that I've been wanting to have all game, and I've just not been able to find it. Alright, everyone. That's going to do it for me today. We've had our fun with the Barasinga and the Nil guy, and hopefully we can come back in the future and try to take a look at some more blue sheep, maybe snow leopard, some yak, Tibetan fox, even woolly hare, especially while the Easter event is currently ongoing. That being said, if you like what you've seen today, leave a like, subscribe if you want, ring the dinner bell for notifications next time I go live, or next time there's a new upload. I do have an Instalage, which you can find down below in the description. Any harvest screenshots or screenshots period that I take in-game always gets posted to Instagram first. I also have a TikTok that you can find down below. Any additional content that doesn't quite make it into my YouTube videos gets posted to TikTok afterwards. Last but not least, I also have a Twitch. I stream Call of the Wild from time to time, and if you would like to join me, that's where I go and do it. I would love to see you there. Anyway, thank you so much for sticking around and hunting with me today. It's been a pleasure to see you again. Let's get together again soon. And with that, roll the tape, and I will see you next time. Hey there. Thanks again for watching my video. If you'd like, you can select the link to my right to subscribe today, or if you're looking for more Xander content, you can select the links to the left of me to watch even more of my videos. Or if you'd like to keep in touch, you can check out the links below and find me on all your other favorite social platforms. And with that, it was great to see you again. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you next time.